Think twice before you cross me. Can you believe it? Dragons, in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in River.
Excuse me, please. I have a message for you. If I may be so bold, you match the description I was given. I have a message to deliver to you, if that's all right. An old wizard hired me. Called himself Abner Tharn and claimed to be a battle mage in service to Emperor Varen Aquilarius, if you can imagine such a thing. He was quite insistent I find you and deliver his words exactly as he relayed them to me. Forgive me, but I can't duplicate his imperious inflections.
The great Abner Tharn requires your assistance. With it, we can end the Three Banners War. Report to me immediately, if not sooner.
He asked me to mark his location on your map.
Welcome! You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes? Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about? Team Deathmatch has always been popular. All that ceaseless bloodshed really gets the heart pumping. Just go into the field and attack as many players as possible. The more hits you get in, the more points your team scores. Anyone can claim a capture point, but it's a true test of skill to master domination. Seize and protect as many capture points as you can. The team with the most territory in the end wins. In this game, you must dominate your rivals, or be dominated. Ever the curious one, eh? Good. Knowledge can be key to a decisive victory. What other challenge would you care for me to explain? Welcome! You stand... Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Just get your feet wet. I can offer you a greater challenge after you've learned the ropes.
You there. How would you like to do... You look capable. I could use some help. If you aren't afraid of a ruthless, dastardly scoundrel. Let me start again. I represent Cyrodiilic Collections, a society dedicated to finding, retrieving, and restoring lost treasures of the Argonians. Our society consists of my sister, myself, and a few associates. We've been preparing an expedition to return the antiquities we've recovered to Murkmire, deep in the heart of Black Marsh. Unfortunately, our competition has become aggressive. One and the same, Margus Darius. He's a looter of history who cares only about profit. He was a member of our society until he stole our research and disappeared. I need you to infiltrate the nearby Outlaws' refuge and find out what Margus is up to. While I've never visited an Outlaws' refuge myself, I have it on good authority that all manner of ne'er-do-wells frequent such places. Scoundrels, black marketeers, and smugglers of ill repute. Just the sort of company that Margus keeps. Talk to a few more connected rapscallions that conduct business down there. I know a few of them by reputation. Look for Grethal, an information broker, Urzashi, an antiquities black marketeer, and Ashundir, a historic treasure smuggler. Margus originally approached us as a friend and benefactor. I honestly thought he wanted to help return the lost Argonian treasures to their rightful owners. He worked with us for a time, but it wasn't long before he revealed his true colors. Margus wants the antiquities for himself. This competition has taken a violent turn. He has a brutal temper and some skill at spellcasting. Makes me fearful for my associates. Anyway, I think Margus is especially interested in pre-Duskfall relics. Duskfall refers to the slow decline of the great Zoxlil civilization. Ages ago, the Argonians built pyramids called Zonmirs, and were much more advanced. Most of our research deals with the more dangerous relics of that period. No, not specifically. But even a hammer can be used for good or ill. Margus seeks one of the pre-Duskfall relics, I'm sure of it. I just need to figure out which one before something terrible occurs. With your help, we can avert a disaster. I may be new to the Argonian antiquities trade, but Margus and his cronies know me all too well. They'd turn me away or stick a dagger in my back before the door closes behind me. I need someone without any ties to Cyrodiilic Collections for this. I have other agents that need to be supervised and coordinated. Margus has already beaten us to a few choice antiquities. I need to make sure that trend doesn't continue. I also have a few leads of my own to follow up on. I'll see you back here. We're historic investigators. We research and seek out antiquities stolen from the Argonian homeland. When we find them, we return them to Black Marsh. Well, that's the plan. We have a few more items to collect before we make our first journey. Certainly the most important ones. We do need to raise enough gold to finance our operations, though. We'll hold on to a few items to eventually open a museum in Black Marsh. A place where these cultural treasures can be enjoyed by everyone. My sister Famia became fascinated with Argonian history during our time at the university. When she returned home, her stories intrigued me, and I became interested in the topic as well. I can't wait to join her in Murkmire. As soon as we recover the last of the Argonian antiquities on my list, we'll organize an expedition to that region of Black Marsh. My sister's gone on ahead to set up a base camp and smooth the way with the locals. We plan to return most items to their rightful owners. We chose Murkmire, since our research suggests the majority of the items on our list originate there. Finding the rightful owners may require additional expeditions in the area, though. river flows so slowly, much slower than a living soul. It has been so long. To walk the river again, it is so strange and so sad.
Hey?
I and the other Saxleal have not returned willingly. We Argonians were slaves to the Chimer in our time, as I sense they can be today. Even in death, we serve our cruel masters, slaves to their will. The Chimer would not willingly release us to Aetherius. To set their souls free on the river, you will have to destroy the Keepers. If you would do this, you will find me on the road away from here. I sense something I must see for myself.
Turn the gain up a bit. Tell me if that's any better. Had my gain turned down from playing Season. This character is level 11. I've also got a level 30 something dark elf. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've owned it since launch. Was really into it, and then I kind of fell off doing other things. I figured with that I'd install it and give it another shot. I've heard lots of good things, and it's come a long way.
Thank you.
How's the stream look? I've got new internet, so... Yeah, this is a Dragon Knight too. Slave. There's one more slave there.
I appreciate it.
Talk to that again. Real smooth? That's good. Yeah, we finally got better internet in my hometown, so I think the quality should probably be better than what most of my stuff looks like too. Go. Road now. There she is. I don't know. Are we friends on Steam? Cam's just off. I've got the lights off and in my pajamas. My wife's watching a show behind me, so I figured I'd leave the camera off. I don't have the game on Steam. I don't know if you can join me from Steam. So So we would just have to add me as a friend in game. I can minimize in a sector.
Brimstone is strong in my nostrils. Even as a spirit, this place smells of ash and death. Have you done as I asked? You are very kind. Strangely kind for a place like the Ashlands. I stand here, tasting the air. And do you know what I've learned? The Saxilil you saved, the Argonians, they are not the only ones in danger.
Okay, give me 1 second, I'll do that.
This pact forged in the wake of war is fragile. So fragile. Remember the history of violence against my people, and treat them well as you walk the river's edge. My brethren are safe, and the Ashlands bubble with hope. I pass now down the river to swim in the currents of Aetherius. Go well in your own passage, traveler.
Alright, let's go by this campfire and I'll minimize here. What's your Steam name? Just a boomy? Boomy, there's 2 of them. Which one is you? Lots of them. Your dog? Okay, got it. I sent you a friend request. You wanna go on Discord or what? Just add this to my library too here. Add a non-Steam game. Scrolls Online. Oh, you're in bed. Oh. Okay, well, I've added it, and I've added you as well. All as well. Okay, so I gotta go east and find Merrick and Aleph. Well, maybe. That. Yeah, this game was, well, I'm glad you stopped by. Yeah, I enjoy this game. Actually, I like that you can do a lot of the content solo as well. I think that's pretty cool. No, I'm hoping I can convince Mike to pick it up. It's on sale right now on Steam for like 50% off. It's like $12 or something like that. It's super cheap. But I think Mike would get a kick out of it for sure.
Thanks, Stendarr. You're with the guild?
Nice. My brother-in-law has it as well. He hasn't played it in ages either, probably since the beginning, but like I said, I heard there was lots of really great things that have changed in the game. And really, it's still a beautiful game to play. And it's chill. That's what I like about it.
If the Divines will it. The worms caught us off guard, but we made them pay in blood. Did Colors brief you on our contract? What we seek? As you say, there won't be an anchor here anytime soon, thanks to the 2 of us. I should be moving. We had word of another cell west of here, near Ebonheart. Here, if you please. Aleph, stay with our new friend. You two search these bodies, see if you can find anything of note. A pleasure meeting you, oh my comrade.
Search the worm cultists.
You heard me.
Cease your meddling, scum. The
Yes.
Redguard soul will fuel the mortum.
The mechanics are pretty good,
Nothing
actually.
you can do can stop it.
Dark Moons! What was that?
It's got good mechanics. Like, I did earlier today, I was just screwing around and I did this mission where I had to go into this crypt and summon this demon, and the demon took out a ship, and so it's good storytelling.
That vision. At Remora woman talking about Merrick. Why would she want my hapless companion? Aleph has no idea. Whoever she is no friend to the guild or Merrick. It would seem so. This one cannot imagine the value of such a thing. Too shiny and dripping with pride. Just the same, we must warn him. And the guild. Aleph will go after Merrick. Return to Seize All Colors. Tell her what you have seen. Go. Return to Davon's Watch quick as you can, comrade. Seize All Colors must know.
Back to Davon's Watch. Few people to talk to there, so. Got a horse too, I'm not sure how to summon it.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your
Here's
own
a stable, I
homeland.
can actually learn
What are you going to do?
and learn a riding skill. I got a thing.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is
We
safe.
raise fine horses in Davon's Watch. Once sold one to Vivek himself. What can I help you with?
Huh. Cool. Riding speed.
Davon's Watch would have been overrun if you hadn't been there. So much to do.
H? Huh. Right you are. Ooh, I can get a house. Sweet. I love housing. The Mages Guild.
I never knew that about
Always a
Netches.
pleasure, Thar.
Have to try that.
Try not to.
Honor to you, Sarah. Welcome to the Mages Guild Hall. I realize that our presence here in the temple is unconventional, but I'm afraid that our former hall was razed just recently. One does what one must, yes? Have you come seeking membership? Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient
H's for
scrolls in their
horse.
travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps you'd like to join. It's a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanis will be pleased.
The only thing I don't like about this game is that you get overwhelmed with quests.
We're book hunters of a sort.
I like focus
we seek
stuff.
out
That's
new
why I like
information,
Fallout.
capture it in our libraries, and make copies
Lots of
for
quests, but they're
distribution
very
across
focused.
Tamriel. The guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members, and from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Vanis Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. While many of us here in Davon's Watch hold true to the Dragon Banner, when we're on guild business we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. Excellent. Welcome to the Mages Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incanabula. She's in the stacks on the floor below, and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Alright. Yeah, I gotta talk to this guy too.
I see my summons reached you. Good. Good. You may wonder who I am and why I sent for you. Don't. Just trust me. I have only the best interests of the Empire in mind, but we must leave now if we're going to take advantage of the situation. A situation that could end the Three Banners War and get Irene, Emmerich, and Yoren to return to their senses. While these children squabble over territory, the common people and the Empire suffer. We have an opportunity and we need to jump on it. In simple terms, I just purchased 2 halves of an ancient tablet, the Wrathstone. It forms a map that should lead us to a weapon whose existence will force all sides to cease their aggressive behavior. Help me acquire this weapon and end the war. We must hurry. Even now, someone follows me, resisting my best efforts to identify them. While I deal with this threat, I need you to begin the process of locating the triangulants. Without them, the map is worthless. Of course it is. I just invented it. Right now, the map shown on the Wrathstone has no identifying features. Without the triangulants, I have no context by which to read the map. I know a Khajiiti lawmaster, however, who can help with that. Each half of the tablet contains part of a map and an inscription. Khanzari and the demon weapon. The key to finding the triangulants resides in that Khajiiti myth. We must convince Dagharil Dro to direct us to storytellers who know the legend. Dagharil Dro often relaxes in stone falls. We need to bring him a gift, however, and I happen to know he is fond of dusk mushrooms. Gather the mushrooms in High Tide Hollow, then meet me at the Lawmaster's camp. I'll mark the location on your map. I know about a great many things, but Khajiiti legends tend to be convoluted. The Lawmaster must direct us to the secret order of storytellers, the Moon Singers. Only they can set us on the correct path. Now, gather the mushrooms for Dagharil Dro. An associate pointed me toward the scholar, Thariah, who agreed to deliver the tablet. She uncovered the 2 halves at Frostvault and Garlas Malatar, then had the audacity to charge me a small fortune. Still, the tablet forms the map we need. The tablet speaks of Khanzari and the demon weapon he hid away in an ancient place of power. But the map isn't complete. It requires triangulants to serve as orientation points. Without those, it's worthless. That's where the storytellers come in. Written records are silent on the subject, but the tablet indicates that Kunzari hid a demon weapon. That's the best translation I could manage. Demon weapon. I believe it's the same relic Queen Anequina used to end the First War of the Prides. Khajiiti legends, each based on a modicum of truth. Queen Anequina led the most powerful of the 16 Khajiit kingdoms. It even took her name. When the Khajiit fought the First War of the Prides, Queen Anequina used a relic to restore the peace. A mythic hero of the Khajiit. His tales tend to be rather outlandish, so we need to separate the truth from the lies. Once we gather the stories related to Kunzari and the demons, we'll find clues that will lead us to the Triangulants. Menial labor? I think not. But weren't you paying attention? Someone has been following me ever since I decided upon this course of action. Despite my efforts, their identity remains annoyingly elusive. Only a mage of great power could hide from me. I doubt my stalker has any interest in you. Why do you think I requested your aid? Given your relative unimportance, you should be able to travel unmolested. Once I've dealt with my stalker, I'll join you at Dagariel Dro's camp.
In mushroom.
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
I'll have his heart. Stranger, I'm bold to ask, but have you met a man named Denthis Ramori in the neighborhood? My worthless apprentice. He stole one of my spellbooks. Unfortunately for him, I am no fool. That book is protected by a ward invoking, Arche or Akatosh. I imagine he regrets taking that book now. Why? I want my spellbook back, and I want to flay him alive. You can search for him, or his brother might know where he is. Dethys favors the tavern nearby. Oh, and please, don't mention the flaying.
Have to go down again.
Yes, that's just in line with the Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you. New members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. West of here, on the coast near Ash Mountain, lies a Dwemer ruin, the Inner Sea Armature. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The Inner Sea Armature is a dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept. I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the Guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our Guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept. We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes. We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the hidden armigers notice something. The intelligence arm of the Ebonheart Pact. Rumor is that there used to be an alchemy group from within House Telvanni who jumped ship. Now they answer to King Yoren personally, and the Aid only knows what they get up to. I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets.
The lusty maiden. So we should probably go to the inn and find that missing apprentice. There he is, drunk off his ass.
What can I do for you? Valdem sent you, didn't he? Well, my brother robbed us both. We were supposed to share its secrets, but he ran off toward the tower. Joke's on him. I think Valdem changed the warding incantation to Arce's beard.
Wait, tower. Thanks for tuning in, Abumi. We'll catch you later. We'll play this together sometime. If you're up for it.
A thousand greetings, Wayfarer. This is no place for casual visitors. You have wandered into a nest of vipers. But have no fear. A Shundir will take care of you. Come closer and let us conduct business. Oh, I prefer merchant to smuggler, but call me what you will. I transport rare and valuable antiquities, no questions asked. I'm also considered the most knowledgeable Argonian relics expert outside of Black Marsh. So, how can I help you this day? Ah, I know Margus well. We both deal in antiquities. He actually approached me recently. As a consultant, you understand. So I'm familiar with Margus's current plans. I am happy to share that information in exchange for a simple favor.
I'll try to intimidate him. Have the perk.
I require a Wamasu egg. Not just any egg, mind you. A specific egg from a specific nest. Let me mark the location on your map. Bring me an egg from that nest, and I'll tell you more about Margus than you really care to know. Do not take too long. I want an egg, not a hatchling after all. May 100 shades of luck color your days, Wayfarer.
If you're looking for information, then you've come to the right place. I am the most knowledgeable broker in the refuge. On the other hand, if you work for the town guard, I have no idea what we're talking about. Well, information is my primary business, and business is good. Which reminds me, I never give anything away for free, especially information. Perform a favor for me. Then I'll tell you what I know about Margus Darius. The best kind. One that benefits us both. Allow me to mark a house on your map. Inside you'll find a crate that contains an elegant jacket. I am something of a snappy dresser, and I want that jacket. Bring it to me, and I'll tell you all about Margus.
Apparently there's multiple options.
The black market is closed. This one has inventories to catalog, and my assistant has yet to return. I sent him to retrieve a package, but he never came back. Bother someone else, please. You don't take a hint very well, do you? To answer your question, this market buys and sells certain items of historic value. We maintain an extensive list of wealthy collectors, and are always on the lookout for specific relics. Why do you ask? You want to know about Margus? Interesting. Very well. Perform a service, and this one will tell you what you want to know. Locate my assistant and bring him back. Or at least tell me if it is time to hire a new one. Good help is so hard to find. This one sent Argar to an old ruin. He was to pick up a package from some thieves we do business with and bring it to me. Here, let me mark the location on your map. Go find out what happened to him. Then, I will tell you about Margus Darius.
No, you did not see me here. I am invisible, and I am staying put.
Tell someone like... Okay. Bed. Wrong door.
What? How? Oh, right. The book.